We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com.
So our next question comes from Charlie H, and it's just in time for Valentine's Day. We can give some relationship advice, it sounds like. So Charlie wanted to get a pair of Ascend Sierra Raw towers, RAAL towers, but he needed to convince his wife. It's an open concept room, but not an open concept relationship, and the TV speakers aren't cutting it. But he already owns other speakers. He placed his Vandersteen 2CE, and his wife said they were too wide. So he brought out his Technics X10s, but he pushed them way back to way to the back of their TV console where they sounded terrible. He nearly had her convinced. Then they were carpooling to work last week, and he was catching up on AVRant episodes. His wife heard us tell another listener to bring his speakers forward and not have them recessed in a cabinet. Fair enough. She got home before him, and he discovered his Technics speakers pulled forward and towed in along with a self-satisfied wife and moderately good sound. So basically, AVRant killed Charlie's dreams.
That's right.
But really improved his wife's morale, actually. So that's a good thing. Since it's all our fault, now we have to figure out a way to convince Charlie's wife that he really does need new tower speakers. What's the secret method? And I'm picturing like stabbing the drivers of the previous speakers.
So out of the three of us, I'm not married. You two are. So yes. I don't know. I have an easy out from this one. I can't say I even know.
Okay, so
you have to show value. You know,
he's fortunate she listened to AVRant and participated in
that's amazing
in his project, right?
Wonderful.
That's huge. So then you play on that. You say, well, honey, you know, this is a great idea. What do you think would sound better and lead her to a showroom? And maybe they can start, you know, doing that hobby together.
Right. Well, it sounds like Charlie's wife, like mine, is actually interested in things sounding better and looking better. She knows what she can hear it, right? So she knows what she's talking about. So what about just an experiment? I mean, can you just can you send them back? Money back guarantee if you don't like them.
You can send them back. You would be out the shipping cost on the Sierra towers. All right.
So it's shipping cost experiment. And let's see how different these are, and let's sit together and try them. To me, depending on how much that shipping cost is, that might be worth it and might just be kind of fun. Let's set them side by side. Let's try them one after the other and see what we think.
And I will say, if looks are a consideration, the Sierra towers, they're made out of laminated bamboo. And some of the finishes that you can get on them are really, really gorgeous.
And have her participate in that. Like we do a lot of, from the installers' point of view, you would believe how often we involve both spouses in making those decisions.
Well, you should. Everybody's going to be watching.
And they look at it and say, what do you think this looks like? And and then the way I do it is that the husband is usually the guy who knows the technical.
Sure.
I say, okay, what are you looking for? Okay, so let's take a look at a bunch of speakers your wife would like to look at that have those properties. Sure. And then start from there.
I will say, from the practical side of things, I don't know if everybody does this, but I can't fathom ever having a relationship without separate bank accounts.
What?
So
no, man, no.
I don't even see my money.
No, I don't even want to touch a checking account.
That's dangerous.
I can't fathom the idea of any relationship without separate bank accounts. So to me, that solves all the issues, because I'm like, if it's my bank account, I buy what I want.
No, that's why you're single.
That could be why I have some debt too. That could be why that's working out.
Just kidding. No. It's relationships. I have a brother-in-law, sister-in-law. My sister and my brother-in-law, they keep their accounts separate, and then the other family members keep them together. So it's all up to the relationship. But,
so it sounds like he doesn't need a secret method. He just needs to appeal to her taste and her hearing and her eyes. I mean, get some other speakers and experiment.
I think let's make this an experiment. Let's go for it.
Yeah, perfect. So I think that would be fun. And again, here we go. As his question continues, touches on this. A risk-free trial might be his best bet. SVS Ultra Towers are certainly an option, but are there any others? And will any of those options sound as good as the Ascend Sierra Raw Towers? So in other words, can we think of anything else he should be listening to besides those?
So to first explain what he's referencing, SVS, they offer a 45-day in-home trial, and they pay the shipping both ways. So it's free shipping to you, and if you send them back, they pay the return shipping too. So that is truly risk-free. Wow. So another company that offers that same deal, in fact, they offer a 60-day in-home trial, but they pay the shipping both ways, and that's Aperion Audio. Those are the makers of the speakers that Tom has. He has Aperion Veris Grand Towers. They're now up to the Veris 2 Grand. They've updated that series of speakers a little bit, but they're very nice-looking speakers, really excellent sounding speakers. Well, I'm assuming the Veris 2 Grands didn't get worse than the Veris Grands. I haven't heard the Veris 2 Grands, but assuming they didn't get worse, they're very, very nice sounding speakers. I can't say they sound identical to the Sierra RAL Towers. I mean, part of the secret sauce of the Sierra RAL Towers are those RAL ribbon tweeters, and the Aperion Veris Grand speakers don't have a ribbon tweeter. But like just overall quality-wise, they're certainly more similar than they are different. They are very, very nice speakers with completely, free shipping both ways, and full refund for 60 days. So yeah, try SVS, try Aperion. Those are completely risk-free. And as Lee mentioned, if you're willing to risk the shipping cost, try the Sierra Towers as well.
Right. So if you try the first two that are free to try, and both times you kind of go, then to spend the money and try the other one. So I think you might be getting new speakers if you can just let her hear enough speakers.
Well, when it's genuinely risk-free, like financially, then that's a pretty good proposition.
And there's a lot of showrooms out there too.
Oh yes.
Depending
but
where you live.
It is always best to try it in your own house if you can.
Well, obviously,
that's the best audition of all.
So hopefully that will all work out, and we won't hear from Charlie's lawyers.
Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.